Now, normally I bring affordable watches on this channel, and this is an affordable watch, but with a luxury twist. Today, we're looking at an automatic chiming watch that's pennies on the dollar compared to other chiming watches. Today, we're looking at the Sound of Nature from Lucky Harvey. Now, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and this is All Things Random, mostly watch reviews with some random stuff sprinkled in between. The good news for you guys out there, my loyal subscribers who always come back, is this scenery is going to go away soon because I am now right in the middle of a remodel of my new studio. A lot of you guys may remember the dark brick, the nice chairs, the lighting, all that's coming back in a new format, and I may have a podcast also not watch related coming out in the future. Anyway, what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about the Sound of Nature by Lucky Harvey. Trust me, not my favorite watch brand name. However, they offer so much in the package of this watch. You have an in-house automatic chiming movement that chimes on the hour every hour, and it is quite lovely and beautiful. Trust me, you're gonna love this watch when I get into it. If you're here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help the channel. It really does help us get more watches on the table, on the desk to review. I have a bunch here, so do me a favor, hit that notification bell, and let's get right into the details. Then we'll talk about my overall thoughts at the very end. So this is the Sound of Nature Big Date by Lucky Harvey. Now, I'm not a big fan of the brand name of Lucky Harvey, but they offer so much in this watch. It is so easy to overlook. Now, sadly, I am not going to keep this watch. I bought this at full retail, and it hasn't seen any wrist time. The PVD rose gold kind of just look like any person who loves watches. I saw this watch and I was like, I gotta have the watch. I gotta have it. And I bought it because I have disposable income and I've had it for months. Haven't worn this thing once. I'm not sure if it's because maybe the bracelet doesn't quite fit my wrist just the way I want it to. They do offer this, or they offer an additional strap for this so you can change out their actually steel bracelet for a leather one, but that's like $200, and I already spent $1,500 on this watch, and I couldn't imagine if I haven't worn a watch for 3 months yet, but this may be right up your alley. Now, this is a beautiful watch, and the mechanism inside of it may be worth purchasing if you're interested. On the secondary market, down in my link down below, I will put this at a discount. It's not going to be $1,500 for you guys, even though this thing is absolutely brand new. So again, this is the Sound of Nature Big Date, the rose gold hammer dial limited edition. These things are 300 only in the limited edition pieces. The case on this is 40 millimeters in diameter. The case thickness is going to be just under 12 at 11.95. This is an integrated bracelet, so you can't just add anything into this. Even though they say the lug width is 22 millimeters, that really doesn't matter at all. It does have a beautiful H-link style bracelet that just absolutely plays in the light. I do love the way the bracelet looks. It comes down into a double pusher butterfly clasp. Everything is milled here. Everything looks great. You can see on the case back here, it actually has the chiming sound in which it chimes. You can see it actually still has the sticker on the back. This thing is a lovely watch. And like I said, it does offer a lot. Actually, inside is the in-house caliber LH003 automatic 42 hours of power reserve and 28,800 vibrations an hour for that second hand. Now, the dial itself is actually hand hammered, so that is actually quite lovely and beautiful. If you like the hammered look, it's done by hand. And if you're hammering anything, trust me, it takes a lot of skills. The big date just below the 12 o'clock position, really lovely to see in a watch around $1,000 to $1,500. But really inside, the chiming feature is actually what makes this watch worth the money it is. Now, everybody to this point has heard of the El Canto by Christopher Ward. That watch is like $4,500. It has a chiming feature, and people are like, oh my God, a chiming watch for under $5,000. That's amazing. This watch is $1,500, and it also has a chiming feature. So let's go ahead and get into the chiming feature of this watch and why it's so amazing. So I moved the mic slightly further away from my face, so it's going to sound a little differently, but that's because I want you guys to look at the way the movement functions. So this thing has 50 meters of water resistance. It does not have a screw down crown, but 50 meters is just good enough to live in life. Now these things have two buttons, one at the 2 o'clock, one at the 4 o'clock. The 2 o'clock position allows you to change the big date very easily. Everything is super smooth on this watch. Again, $1,500. Like, you just can't beat it. Just amazing. The second one is actually, if you see right here, just by the 4 o'clock indice, that is the chiming on and off feature. You can turn the chiming feature off, and it is a bell with a cross by it, or you can turn it on. Now, let's go ahead and function at every hour on the hour. This thing chimes, and just listen to it chime. And then you guys see the date change at the 12 o'clock. I'm telling you, just absolutely amazing that they offered this for a watch so cheap. Just not that this watch has a chiming feature. The entire case is 316L stainless steel, again, PVD coated in this rose gold. It does have brushing. It does have high polished chamfered edges along the edge. It does have a high polished bezel here. It does have a matching case back. Everything on this watch is done quite nicely. Even the curved sapphire crystal along the top. This thing is made from premium materials. It's hard to beat this watch if you love the watch. That's the thing. Let's go ahead and toss it on my 7¼ inch wrist. This is the watch on my 7¼ inch wrist, and you can see it actually fits quite nicely. And even though it may fit slightly loose, right, you can always fix that with a watch back by Chase Straps, my own personal watch strap company. Link down below for the watch backs. The play with the light is actually quite beautiful, but the issue is I just don't see myself wearing this watch. I had a fantasy and an idea of this watch when I got it. It is wearing a nice suit, dressed up, going out to dinner, and this would be my dinner watch. Then on the hour, every hour, it would chime a sweet song from heaven, like a songbird. And I just never wore the watch. It sat here on my desk the entire time, and I just don't see myself wearing it in the future. Instead, what I did was I like the big date on this, and I like the chiming feature and the hammer dial, and I love the fact that it's a beautiful looking watch, and it is truly a beautiful looking watch, but I bought the Mito Multifort Big Date instead because it comes with a rubber strap. I see myself wearing that more on the daily than this that I'd wear maybe once a month. So I'm going to offload this. So if you guys are interested in this watch, again, link down below. Hopefully it doesn't go too fast if you're interested, but I'm going to sell it at a discount. I still want to make some money back on this, but I'm not going to, rake you guys over the coals. It has been sitting here, but everything is still brand new on this watch. If you like the watch, it is a beautiful watch, and it does offer a lot. And it's hard to find a chiming watch this good looking, this well done for under $4,000. So, what do you guys think? So, the Lucky Harvey Sound of Nature limited edition at only 300 pieces is a very beautiful watch. Sadly, like I said, I haven't found myself wearing it at all. I lusted after it. I really wanted it until I got it, and then I got it. and I put it on my wrist and it just didn't fit. And this is why I think homage watches are so important. You may love this watch. I think it's beautiful in concept. It just doesn't fit my wrist and my aesthetics. Now I have a lot of weird watches. I have a Hublot, Big Bang, Unico, white ceramic. I spent a bunch of money on. And I wear that thing maybe once a month. And I wear it only once a month, not because I don't want to wear it every day. It's just because I'm afraid of breaking the ceramic case and I could never afford to replace it or fix it. I am mostly an affordable watch channel. I do have some luxury watches. This watch, I just wanted so bad to be perfect because I wanted a Chiming watch. And once it was on the wrist, it just didn't feel right on the wrist. So maybe you guys can pick it up at a pretty good price, reasonably discounted below in the watches I've reviewed, like I've already said. Anyway, I think they are offering a very good quality watch. 316L stainless steel, the industrial standard, PVD coated rose gold. I think everything is done quite nicely. It does have multi-level of finishing. It does have those chamfered edges. It does have a domed sapphire crystal on top, and everything functions very, very well. I don't think you understand how much it takes to have a big date complication with a chiming automatic movement in a watch less than 12 millimeters thick for around $1,500. I think this is a home run. I think if you look at some of their other watches in their category, they do kind of have some homages to watches out there that are far more expensive that I'd like to get my hands on, one of which is going to be the roulette wheel. They have an actual functioning roulette wheel watch for, again, around $1,500. I think $1,100, $1,200, which is far cheaper than like the Jacob & Co. that's like $100,000. So I would like to get my hands on that simply because I think it's very interesting. They also have a poker one where same concept, you hit it and it gives you random poker cards. I think that's also interesting. I think Lucky Harvey, though the brand name really does suck, is offering a lot of good watches for a lot of good value. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your comments down in the comment section down below. If you're still here, one more call out to you guys to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give me a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.